How are you guys?
We're doing well. We're going to get right to questions here, and we'll start with Joe Bettner, Norman Transcript, and go to Jason Kersey.
Hey, Spencer. With obviously Oklahoma State being as good a defense as they were, it seemed like you guys were able to, make an early statement. I'm curious, as hard as that would be to duplicate in West Virginia, just can you talk about the challenge you guys are facing going from one of the Big 12's best defenses to the next, especially in a road environment?
We play good defenses every week in the Big 12. Oklahoma State was a good defense. We had a good game plan, drawn up for them, and we just executed. And that kind of just took care of itself. And now we're going in to play, based off stats and all that, the number one defense in the Big 12. So, we got to prepare just like any other week. See what they do. Practice what is going to work against them, and just rep it until we get it perfect. So just our preparation is very key headed into this game, and that's what we're focused on in practice this week.
Okay, Jason Kersey, The Athletic, and then Ryan Aber.
Hey, Spencer, I know that Marvin was here in the spring, but you guys obviously didn't get any traditional spring at all, or much of a traditional fall camp. So when did you know that you could trust Marvin, even as a true freshman, as much as you clearly do?
I'd say in fall camp. We made a lot of plays together. I just feel like our chemistry, started in fall camp, getting those reps together. And he's been, a big factor for our offense ever since he stepped on campus. Like I mentioned before in the previous interview, he's just, intelligent player. He got a high IQ for the game. He's fast, a little more physical than everybody thinks. And, he's a great player for us in our offense.
Thanks, Spencer.
Okay, Ryan Aber, the Oklahoman, and then Eric Bailey.
Yeah, Spencer, it seemed like Drake Stoops ran about 4.5 miles the other night in motion, things like that, especially that first quarter, the catch that Marvin made, and then the next play with Mikey. Just what is it about Drake that I guess allows him to move that much from play to play, certainly without getting the ball, and just how important has that been to your offense?
He's just at that position where we motion a lot of guys. And, really we just use those motions to see what the defense is doing, see if they're in man or a zone look. And, some of those plays, Drake can possibly get the ball. But, for last week, it was kind of just like a decoy almost, just to, mess with the defense a little bit. But, we motion a lot, and, that stuff works for us.
Okay, let's go to Eric Bailey, Tulsa World, and then Dean Levens.
Hey, Spencer, your team scored 21 points in the first quarter against OSU. That's the third time the team has done it this season in the first quarter. How much does that set the tone for a football game, especially with the way the offense plays early?
Yeah, that's a big thing for us. We like to start fast and finish fast. The defense definitely helped us these past games. They've been playing at a high level and getting us the ball back in great field position, special teams as well. So it all kind of factors into each other. But our goal on offense is to just get out there, be efficient, and put up points. And I feel like week by week we're getting better and better at that. So we just got to keep improving on that.
Spencer, thanks. Have a good Thanksgiving, man.
You too.
And Dean Blevins, and then James Hale.
Yeah, Spencer, great playing lately. The question to you, though, is that it'd be very easy to have a letdown after the way you and the team has been rolling here. You just hammered your rivals, and you're getting praise from everyone. And but this is a West Virginia team that's good, and they've had 2 weeks off. Will you, as a team leader, ensure that there's no letdown, or how do you feel about just the topic overall?
We never expect a letdown. We always expect to go into the game and execute at a high level and win the game, of course. I think every team has that mindset. You got to have that mindset. As a leader on the team, we just got to keep, me and other leaders on the team, we just emphasize, keep doing what we're doing. And what we've been doing is working. So we just keep preparing at practice the way we're doing. Full speed reps, going through your reads, just playing 11-man football, and everybody does their assignments, and everything else will take care of itself. So that's our mindset going into this game. It's no different than any other game. We just got to prepare and be ready for it.
Thanks, man.
James Hale, KREF, and then John Hoover.
I think all year, Spencer, your fakes have been really good. When you when you even hand the ball off, you're still throwing the ball. You're doing things. Then on the Godfather the other day, I thought it was great when you put the ball on your hip, and it fooled a lot of people. Is that so natural to you that it's no big deal to do that, or do you have to work on those? Are you doing those, walking around the apartment sometimes, or how difficult is it really to pull that off?
Coach Riley's big on, our fakes after we hand the ball off, just selling our fakes because, it keeps the defense on their toes when, we hand the ball off and maybe I pull it here and there and just, keeps the defense honest. So, but, specifically on that Godfather play, we repped it the whole week. I think I caught the ball, fake handoff, and then, the DB was going to stay on, Jeremiah until I tucked it. So, that was a big part of that play, selling the run, and then when he comes up, just dump it off. So fakes is, a very, very
Big part of it.
main thing, we work on in our offense.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
John Hoover, SI Sooners, and then Brandon Drum.
Hey, Spencer, I want to drill down a little bit on the fast starts that you talked about earlier. What are the elements maybe that goes into that? I was throwing it out to Trey earlier, and is it the game plan? Is it the coaching staff getting you guys prepared mentally and physically? Is it you guys kind of investment in each other and getting to the game and starting fast? And not just that, but the third quarter coming out of halftime, you guys are also beating people up on the scoreboard pretty well.
Yeah, I think it's like you just said, it's a little bit of all those, together. We focus on our effort, of course, and our energy. We can control. You can't control a lot of things, but you can control your energy, even if that's on the field, on the sideline. A lot of people, don't realize you have that energy on the sideline when your defense is playing. They'll play better, and vice versa. So I think just as a whole team, just our energy and our effort on the field, all comes, together, and we just execute at a higher level when we're locked into our assignment, and mix that with the energy, and the crowd is loud, and especially being at home, and it all comes together, and that's how we get those fast starts. And then big thing for us is the first quarter is good, the second quarter is cool, the third quarter is good, but the fourth quarter, you got to execute at the highest level possible. So that's what we really focus on the most.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Brandon Drum, OU Insider, and then Bob Prisbillo.
Hey, Spencer, outside of, obviously getting Ramondre back, what's the difference in this team from Iowa State up until now? Where have you seen the most growth on the offense, and maybe even yourself?
Mm-hmm. Well, as a team, we just, kind of came together, I'd say, after those two tough games we had early on. We knew we had to flip a switch quick, knowing that, we don't have many shots at this, especially this year. So as a group, we just re-locked in, refocused, and did our job. And then personally, I just feel like, getting these games, this being my first year, having those experiences in those big games and, winning and losing, I think that's just helped me a lot to where now I can kind of just go out there and put the ball where I want to at all times and go through my reads and just be super comfortable and super locked in. I say that's the big thing for me, just, being really comfortable now, just kind of playing like I've always played my whole life.
Thanks, Spencer. Have a good Thanksgiving.
You too.
Bob Prisbillo, Sooner Scoop, and then Chandler Engelbrechts.
Yeah, Spencer, how happy are you for Braden Willis, for him being back, and how big of a role do you think he can play here going down the stretch?
Yeah, I'm happy for Braden. He had a tough a month or so out of games. So, he's a great weapon for us at the tight end position. He's always doing his job, full speed. He'll block, he can catch, he can run, he can do it all. So, he's a big weapon for us, especially with Stogner out. Him, Jay Hall, and Mikey Henderson are a great group of tight ends, and they do a lot of different things for us that help our offense. So, all those guys are just big for our offense.
Okay, a couple more here. Chandler Engelbrecht, OU Daily, and then Keegan Renault.
Hey, Spencer. Hope all is well, man. Just had a quick question about team morale. As if playing through a global pandemic wasn't hard enough, now you guys are going to be playing this week through a holiday where most of your friends are probably going back home to their families. What has been, the team leader's message from about, team togetherness and, staying together during this week?
I feel like nothing really changes. We kind of have a strict schedule the whole year. Last year same thing. I don't think we went home for Thanksgiving or Christmas. We're really just locked in on each game. Thanksgiving we'll have some time off to maybe cook our own food or go eat at a coach's house or something. But team togetherness. We talk about that a lot in team meetings and team get-togethers and all that. So that'll be big going into these last couple games. These games matter a lot. So we just got to stay together and stay the path.
Last question, Keegan Renaud, Sooners Wire.
Yeah, Spencer, are you starting to see things on the field that Lincoln sees, and just how much has that played into your progression from, like you were talking about, from Iowa State until now, and like the way you guys played on Saturday night?
I think our whole offense is getting more comfortable with the scheme we have and what we're calling. I just think our intent at practice is a lot more focused and locked in. And personally, just like I said, just being at that comfortable mind out there and being cool and calm. There's no better feeling than we can just go out there and almost feel like you could put it wherever you want. So that's the confidence level and all that as a group. It's stayed the same. Nothing's changed from those 2 losses, but just sharpening up, personally turnovers and this and that. We've gotten a lot better with that and penalties as well. So if we take away those 2 things, we're a really dangerous offense, and that's our goal going into the rest of the season.
Do you happen to know when OU last used the logo that's on your hat?
I know this is like a super vintage hat, so I really don't know, but probably a long time ago.
Thanks, Spencer.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to you about that, Spencer. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
All right, you guys have a good one. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Same to you.